Friends, welcome back. Today is something a little different, a little maybe show and tell type thing, because I went to the shop yesterday, my local store, my local music dealer, and I went to pick up this guy. This is the Meris Hedra. See if I can, a multi-voice, a 3-voice harmonizer and delay. This pedal is wild, and it's been sitting in his case. It's used. It was sitting in his case for a while, and I've been thinking about it a lot. I was thinking about it from the moment I saw it many weeks back, because I don't have any other pitch shifters. I'm not running an octaver. I'm not running any sub and up or anything like that. And I wanted pitch shifting, especially like octave up. So I've been thinking about this pedal a lot, but I knew the price. I know what these sell for new, and I wasn't sure what kind of deal. He always gives good deals, so I wasn't sure what he was going to do. But I decided I'd go try it yesterday, because with the glitch delay not really working very well on bass, I thought, man, I really like the delay of this pedal. I think the delay sounds fantastic. I wish I had more granular control over the mix, but I guess 80-35 is fine. I really just want to use the glitch. And so I said, well, if I have the pitch shifter, cool. I can then feed it into the glitch delay. So we're not this isn't really like a review or a demonstration of this pedal, but I will at least show it to you here so you can hear kind of what I'm thinking. If I can get my in-ears back in. So clean tone. Here, we're going to start off, no voices. We'll do some unison voices. That's just a unison voice and a unison voice. So not only is this a pitch shifter, it has some detune functionality, which means with this micro tune knob, I can get a beautiful chorus out of this thing. I can make it a little bit crazy. Cool. So we have micro tuning, we have pitch shifting, but we also just have, it's a harmonizer, so I can get harmonies. And here was the reason that I was sold on this thing. I'm going to turn the mix all the way wet, so no dry in here. A very natural sounding voice. It's not a super synthy, in your face kind of sound. I really, really like that. I like how that's a fifth. Let's go up an octave. Absolutely love it. Let's go up 2 octaves. Oh, I was already up 2 octaves. Let's go down to 1 octave. That was 2 octaves. Now with a glitch delay. Beautiful. I now have a nice, clean thing going on here where I can accompany myself. But this thing does way more than that. It actually is a smart pitch shifter, a smart harmonizer, so I can set the key that I'm playing in. I can set how I would like for it to how aggressive I would like for it to kind of try to retune my bass. So you can set this to a key. You can set it to a very strict kind of retune, and it will force your notes in key. So you could play just whatever, and it'll force it into key. It's got a lot of magic. It also is a delay pedal. So let's turn this guy off, Let's just go full. And it has some weird delay settings. So for the ambient stuff, it can get super duper weird. I'm not going to take it up that far. Check this out. I don't know if you can hear that. But it will do okay, it does all kinds of nonsense. I absolutely love it. And so I was very excited about it. But this isn't the whole show and tell, because we will do a more in-depth review of this pedal once I've played with it some and once I've made some music with it. Music will be coming very shortly with this because I've already learned a whole lot about it. But there is an even cooler situation that happened. If you've watched any of the videos on my main YouTube channel, The Daily Shed, Chevee Dodd, you'll know that I've kind of been complaining or looking for a solution for recording this stuff, because trying with my phone and the voice recorder, I've got a lapel mic in right now. That works okay, but recording through an amp, not so great, especially trying to get the mic distance and get phasing issues, and that doesn't work. So I've been looking for some sort of interface. I've also been looking for a way to kind of record this whole setup without having to bring my laptop into a super dusty, messy environment. And I had made up my mind that I was going to find a DAW-less solution. I was going to find a Porta Studio or something of that nature. Not necessarily tape. I'm not looking for an old tape 4-track, although I would invite one in for that dirty old tape sound. I wouldn't mind having that in my arsenal. But I walked in, I had made up my mind on what I was going to buy. I've just been kind of looking through the listings online, Reverb and eBay, because I feel like these things are selling for essentially way more than they're worth. It is an archaic technology. But I walked into the shop, and lo and behold, in the used room, there sat a Tascam DP 03 SD 8-track digital recorder. This is the exact model that I've been looking for. Going on Reverb, these are listed for like $250 to $320. They're selling for those prices also, which just seemed outrageous to me. Like I said, this is outdated technology, but this is what's recording right now. This is plugged directly into my camera. I am using the phone for my voice. I could use the internal mic. I could turn it up. Let's see. And you'd be able to hear me this way as well. But trying to get that mix right, it doesn't leave me any room at the end to try to process this stuff out. So I've decided to not use the internal microphones and just go through my phone. Maybe that'll change. We just tested it. Maybe I'll decide that this is a good solution for future recording. But this thing is fantastic, and I got it for $100. it's exactly what I wanted. It's got everything. It even has reverb. Like I don't need a reverb pedal because it's got 6 reverb algorithms in here, and they're all pretty decent. They're all at least as good as what I had, which was the Levitate Hall reverb. It's at least as good as this, built right into this thing. Recording, playback. I can bring tracks down here. This is the other part that I've been looking for. I have ambient recordings of, you know, storms and bird songs, and my dryer running or my dishwasher running, and I would like to be able to play those as backing tracks while I'm working on the ambient stuff. I can. Right here. I don't need the amp right now. I'm monitoring with my in-ears. I mean, I was blown away. I walked in, I saw it in the case, and I was like, has that always been there? And he said, no, I just got this in the last couple of days. I was like, well, this is the exact thing I've been looking for. And, you know, like I said, he gives me good deals when I go there. So he was like, I'll give it to you for this. And I said, okay, done. Walked out with it. In fact, I came home from buying the Meris. I went there and I got this guy. And then I sat and I thought about this. I thought about this. And I was like, I have to go back and see what he'll sell it to me for. And so I went back and, you know, like I said, he gave me a great deal and sold. So we have a solution now for recording. We have a solution for in-camera. You know, I've got a whole studio set up down here. Ultimately, I would like to get all of this stuff out of here. This is, in fact, a wood shop, and I have been working on projects lately. So everything is covered in fine dust, which is absolutely terrible for potentiometers. So I need to get it all out of here as quickly as I can and find a new spot for it. But that's a problem for another day. So, you got any thoughts or questions about either the DP03SD or the Meris Hedra or any of the other pedals that you could see on this board? Please leave those in the comments while you're down there. Give the video a like, and if you're new here, subscribe, come back, and we're gonna experiment some more. Thank you for watching.